Freedom of speech is dead. You know what they promote on Twitch? Hot tub streamers, simp behavior. They want to have men just go, ugh.
Too many people get up on these platforms and always talk about others. Oh, women are trash. Women are trash. Nigga, you live in your mom's basement and you ain't showered in a week.
Everybody not gonna see life through the same lens that I see, or through Abba see, or how Sneako see. That's why they made the movie They Live. YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Steph, man. Welcome back to another video, man. We about to dive into a cold video topic, man. I'm about to react to this debate. Young men are angry and invisible with Sneako and Abba, man. And I just want to share some light and share some knowledge on these topics, man. So without further ado, let's dive into this topic. Let's get it, G.
So this is something I noticed when I heard you. I listened to your conversation with Jadion, and I enjoyed it because I think you guys were very good in contrast. But do you agree with this? Do you believe that perception is reality?
Yeah.
Okay. When I watch you speak, you know what I think? I think that you believe that your perception is reality, and that you're convinced that the way that you view the world sometimes is so accurate that irrespective of what other people are saying, you're like, no, I already know. Which is why I think at one point during your conversation with Jadion said to you, yo, before the person's even done speaking, you're like...
But you say you're not listening, Sneako.
I'm listening.
No, you're not listening. Sneako, you already have what you want to say in your mind, and you literally said this in your video. I've literally heard you say this clip. You say you don't listen to what people say. You go on and assume what they're going to say. Bro, you know how many clips on TikToks I've seen where you assume what the girl was going to say, but then she says something different? You're like, oh, shit, I was not expecting that.
And when he called you on that, you said, yeah, because I already know what they're going to say. And 95% of the time, I'm right. And then Jadion comes back to you and he says, no, you don't actually know what they're going to say. You were wrong a few times. Me and hearing you, a lot of your conversations, I noticed it's the same thing when you had your conversation with Don. It's like, I think you're not listening nearly as well as you believe you are. And as a result, when you're having these conversations with these people, it feels very disconjointed. It feels disconnected. And I think there's one thing that you said that I thought was really peculiar. I think Jadion says, you got 2 ears, 1 mouth, speak less, listen more. And your response was, but we're streamers, which made me laugh.
You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen more, speak less.
Okay, we're streamers. We talk for a living.
Yeah, we talk for a living and stuff like that. Like, that's obvious. But you can let the person finish what they're saying. Bro, but you know, like, I mean, I'm not like...
I think streaming is dope. I think you get up online, you talk for hours, you go through a bunch of stuff. But because you speak at such lengths and you don't have nearly as much time to take in information, sometimes I just talk. You're not making much sense.
Okay. I had this series. You've seen the 1 Minute Podcast before, right, Abba?
Yep.
I have interviewed people on the street. You've done street interviews for a long time, too. The general realization that I've come to from interviewing people, and I listen to so many people. Like, every 1 Minute Podcast I do it once a week is like 3 hours long. And I talk to so many normies getting off the train every single day. I don't interrupt them. I let them talk. After years of doing it, years of street interviews before that, what I've come to realize is most people don't think. Most people just believe what they're told. Most people accept the reality that's in front of them. And the reason why I think that I can predict people quickly is the general idea that people trust the elites too much. People trust what they're told too much. And they put faith into people who have power, and you shouldn't, because they don't care about you. So everyone is virtue signaling. Everybody has this false empathy. Everyone has a false idea. And my conversation with Jadion was annoying because he's defending people that are silencing him. He got banned on Twitch and he's still defending the platform that banned him. Like, why are they censoring him? Like, people never think about that. Like, I talked with Destiny, another debater. He got banned on Twitch too. And he's like, well, I said some bad things. I'm like, you should be fighting against that. Freedom of speech is dead. You know what they promote on Twitch? Hot tub streamers, simp behavior. They want to have men just go, ugh, and feeding all their money to this platform and taking away their power.
I think,
bro, you are speaking facts. You are talking the 100% facts, bro, but you gotta understand this one thing. Everybody just ain't gonna make it. Like, that's something that even I had to accept, bro. Like, everybody not gonna fight for the same thing, my G. And I'm starting to understand that. I'm starting to see that. I'm starting to see what it really mean, bro. Most people, bro, are going to be sheep. And no matter what you say or no matter what you do, no matter how effed up this place is, we're going to get deeper and deeper as I react to this. You can't save them all, man. You can't save them all, bro. Let's continue.
I think you're conflating two things. I think you could look at Twitch and say they do some fucked up shit, and also recognize the ways in which your behavior contributes to a negative situation.
Like the whole Twitch thing, right? I agree with him. Right? I agree with they promote the women can do whatever they want with the cleavage showing but dude, guess what? We already know once you accept life, bro, you understand what it's about. Once you accept life, G, you be like, damn, she got big titties. We already know them views gonna go crazy because at birth, you lost as a man. At birth, you born as a simp. So we already know it's hard enough as it is for guys to understand female nature and take the RP, yet alone see this kind of stuff on Twitch, man. It's like, man, it's googly eye. We know it's a rap. It's the facts.
This is just like any relationship that you have. You could say that your partner cheated on you and that they were fucked up in that relation. You could also look at your own behavior within that relationship and say, you know what, I was neglectful. I didn't listen to my partner. I didn't treat them really well. Two things can be true at the same time. Jadian could have been wronged by Twitch, and Jadian may felt that he owed Pokimane
okay, why do you think
Jadian know what he did? He went against the last boss. You can't fuck with the last boss, nigga. Not unless you can go play another game. Not unless you want to play the game that you want to even. Man, he knew what he did. He's young. He had to. Oh, okay. Because we already know. We already know that army, the simp army. You know not to play with them fools, man. You know not to play with them boys, man. Don't play with them boys, man. They not riding for the men. They're riding for the woman. Don't play with them boys. You don't want no smoke with them boys.
Why do you
Both those things can be true.
Why do you think he felt like he owed Pokimane an apology?
That's for Jadian to know.
But
that's none of my business.
What do you think?
To be honest with you, I didn't even look up the situation that deeply. So I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know what exactly he said. I know he said some stuff off the cuff and that she felt something. I don't know that. So I'm not going to speak on that. But as a man, if I say something about somebody else and I don't like what I said, and I said it publicly, I'll apologize publicly. Not because somebody else told me, not because YouTube's breathing down my neck, because I feel like I did something wrong. Part of being a man is being accountable to yourself. And that means that you showcase that accountability outwardly. So if I say something about you, right, even if you don't call me out, even if you don't demand an apology, I'm going to still come out and say, you know what, yo, last week I fucked up. Right? I was talking about Sneako, and I said some shit that now I think is foul. Even if you're like, yo, it's not necessary, I'll still apologize because it's in me. You get what I'm trying to say? I think it's very great for so many people to look at themselves and be like, I was wrong. And we need more of that because too many people get up on these platforms and always talk about others. Oh, women are trash. Women are trash. Nigga, you live in your mom's basement and you ain't showered in a week.
Yeah.
Hey, I be spitting facts. It's why I preach the self-improvement. Like, you know what I'm saying? One of my best videos still to this day is one of the coldest dating advice ever. Like everything is about you first, bro. Like not just with women, just with life, bro. Like you come first, bro. You come first in everything. So if you're not a priority, dog, how in the fuck do you expect a person to treat you as such? You have to be literally fucking delusional. If you ain't got your own, you already know the basics. The basics of self-improvement. That's why I say that mirror, bro. That mirror gonna tell you who you really is. Like, you know why you not really getting women. You know why you really ain't going as hard as you going. You know why you not put forth that full effort. Cause you don't want it that bad. You don't want it that bad. And that's cool. That's cool. Some people want it and some people kind of want it, bruh. That's just what it is, G. And the motherfuckers that want it are going to win. You're going to win regardless. It's too much out here for you not to win. There's a scarcity of successful men that's on their shit, on their grind, getting to the bag, having their mind right, looking good, in the gym, in shape, have a certain skill set, like adding value to the marketplace, getting their own money legally. There's a very small percentage of men that's doing that. So if you're doing that, how could you not win? How could you not succeed? Come on now.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants to. Everybody's talking about others. Oh, the other gender's the problem. Oh, they're the reason why I don't get it. No, it's you most of the time. 95% of the time, you're the problem.
That's why I have these conversations.
I will not get on anybody who gets up on here and says, you know what, this is why I fucked up, and I want to hold that on me. You get what I'm saying? It's too much. It's too much. Everyone else. It's not enough looking inward. So that's what I would say about that.
I agree. Chad is saying that you're kind of you ride the fence a little bit. I think Playback does the same thing. I think a lot of commentary channels, they want to go red pill, and they decide to take, like, if they make one red pill video, they'll balance it out by doing like a woke video in turn so that you have more mass appeal. Do you think that's what you do?
No, but why do you think that's what we do? Why do you think that we're doing that?
To get a wider audience, and so that you don't get canceled.
Right. I understand the intention that you're putting behind. I understand, like, the mentality. Why do you think that we're doing it? What have you seen from us that convinces you that we're being disingenuous?
I don't know about disingenuous, but yeah, look.
Well, that is what you're insinuating, which is fine. Why do you think that?
Maybe it's not intentionally disingenuous, but maybe you are trying to appeal to everybody, and you're trying to, like, in my opinion, like, red pill is just the truth. Like, I feel like there's no doubt in my mind that what's really going on, about the gender war that's going on, about the spiritual warfare, about what's really happening in the world. And then you'll make some videos that kind of, like, tote the line. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And Playback, like, I talked to Agent, and, like, whenever I say that, like, they'll make a red pill video and then immediately make a woke video. And then he laughed when I said that, which if they laughed, then that's how I know it's true.
Okay, that's a wild reach, but I get what you're saying. I would say to you, maybe I don't understand this. Why is it that because I agree with some of what you say, because I don't agree with everything that you say, I'm inherently disingenuous, or I'm coming at this from, like, I'm trying to appeal to a group?
Well, at the same time, I'm behind. I need to catch up on your videos. But what's your take on the Manosphere?
Okay. Hypothetically, even if it's not me, all right. Let's say you're not talking about me. Let's say you're talking about Playback. Yeah. Is it not possible that Playback agrees with certain things within the red pill community, but not everything?
Maybe. I think a lot of people are brainwashed, and people don't want to fully agree with someone because it's provocative and because you come off aggressive. So this is a general take I hear from a lot of people who watch my videos or watch Fresh and Fit or the Manosphere stuff. Andrew Tate, any of that, they'll say, like, oh, I agree with some things, but not everything. But in my opinion, it's just the genuine. How often do you hear that? I agree with some stuff, but not everything.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Because it's just people's way, I think, of inserting their opinion. And it's just
okay. So here's a hypothetical. Right? Okay. I am not a religious person whatsoever. However, I do think there's some aspects of religion I think are really good. Okay. Be it the idea of that they formulate good communities, that they commune everybody together for Sunday church, just so people spend time together, that they give people a set of certain values, be it like love your neighbor, this and that. But when they talk about shit like stoning gay people, I'm like, maybe you lose me. Okay. And when they talk about certain shit like, you can't fuck before marriage, maybe you lose me. Is it not possible that I see agreeing with certain aspects? Well, I think most of life is a middle ground.
Okay. Do you think that there's a gender war going on?
Well, no. Hold on. We switching topics right now. Can we not just stick to this before we go to something else?
I agree with what you're saying.
Okay. So then let's go back, because you initially started this with, you felt like me, Playback, a couple other groups of people were being maybe a bit disingenuous because we were trying to appeal to the mainstream. I guess the point I'm trying to relate to you is that me having been part of the pickup artist community when I was coming in as a young man, and me learning from a lot of that stuff, there was a lot from that I could take that was helpful to me. And so I always repeat this stuff. And if you go through my videos, you'll see I repeat a lot of the same shit. I never said the pick community is perfect. I said some of the shit that they taught me is fantastic. And I even repeat a lot of that stuff. But it's not because I repeat some of that stuff that I think everything is wonderful. And most of the folks who I looked up to in the pickup artist community when I was there at like age 19, 20, they grew out of it, and they tell you in later years, oh, I changed my mind about certain things because life experience, it makes me realize that certain things that I believed when I was younger no longer apply. I'm just saying the same could apply for a lot of other folks in regards to most things, be it the way you view voting, the way you view women. The way I view women at 18 is not the way that I view women at 32. But have stuff you believe in, but don't make the stuff that you believe in consume you in that sense. And there's a lot of stuff they talk about reflection and pondering that you realize like, oh, okay, there's a certain sense of like, as you get older, and this is true for most people, and you're going to go through it yourself, you're going to have a better view of yourself. Almost like you're seeing yourself in the third person. You know how you play video games first person shooting all the time? Playing a third person shooter is completely different because now you got your whole body in frame. You see what it looks like when you crouch. I think as human beings, we gain more of that perspective as we get older in life if we're reflective enough. And what I used to believe at 21, I no longer believe now at 32, just because life's experiences and my own reflections realize like that's not true at all.
Maybe it's because you become more sedentary as you've gotten older. Like maybe it's because it's like you become less of that aggressive man that you were at 21. Like right now I'm very like, I'm all about my testosterone balls, Manosphere shit. And then maybe you're just 32 and you're like, man, let me settle down.
You like fucking Sneako?
We all do, yeah.
You like fucking you pussy?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that shit gets old.
Nah.
100%.
Nah.
100%. And I could point you to hundreds of players who are online right now who have videos of them telling you new pussy gets old. In fact, how about I tell you this one? And this is something even Andrew Tate says. This is something even Andrew Tate says. All right. Sex becomes overrated after time.
No, it's overrated now.
Yeah. He says new pussy. He's like, why do you think that is?
Because you get used to it. It becomes like when you eat the same food over and over again, it becomes boring. That's why you get new. That's why you get new pussy. So you spice it up. Or keep upgrading.
But guess what? After you had enough new pussy, there is no more new pussy.
There's always,
do you understand?
There's always new pussy.
No, you think that. After you've had a few dimes, you realize dimes ain't nothing. After you've had some baddies, you realize baddies ain't nothing.
So what do you
why do you think so many of these dudes, as they get older in life, they stop talking about this shit nearly as much?
Because they get older and they're less testosterone.
It's not even that. It's you realize like, bruv, the payout ain't worth the work in.
Because you get tired. You get older, you don't have as much energy. You get. Bleh.
It's like even if you had the energy, because it's not worth the time. You know, there's a video. And like maybe you don't give a fuck about his opinion, but
no, I do.
I thought it was great. It's one with Shaquille O'Neal, and he talks about his divorce with his first wife, and he's like talking about like how he was fucked left, right, and center, and she was giving him kids, and at one point during this period, he got caught cheating, and ended up fucking up the marriage. They get divorced, and now Shaq is I think closer to 50. And he says something that I thought was so telling. He says, looking back now, I realize like I was the one who fucked most of that up. And you could pull up the clip later if you ever get a chance. I'll send it to you on Discord. But he says, the most joyous moments of my life were coming home and then seeing all my kids around and then getting to spend time with them. And that divorce, going through that whole process, that really stole from me like what I realized was my biggest joy. I spend time with my nieces now. I spend time with my mom, taking her out to dinner, showing her good stuff. And I realize like that's the stuff that matters for me. I've had pussy. I've had enough of it for a lifetime that I'm like, bro, if I get new one, it's not even. But when I spend time with my niece and I'm watching her like walk for the first time, or I'm seeing her say words, like that shit hits different.
So you giving up on your balls?
It's not even that. It's like, I've had experiences where the pussy was just like in front of me on a platter. And I'm like, bruv, I just want to sleep early today.
Yeah, you're getting tired. You're getting older. But like, that's just like, I'm too tired to fuck.
Well, but if I was faced with the same choice, if I was to see family or things like that, I wouldn't make that same decision. What I'm trying to tell you is your priorities shift as you get older. As you start to
realize. Is your priorities shifting or is your testosterone just dropping?
No. As a man, your testosterone doesn't drop until like you're 40.
Tate's older than you, and he's still on like get pussy shit. I mean, he's talking about how it gets.
He's
boring.
not. Yeah, he talks about how it gets boring and how he's barely on it nearly as much anymore.
But every video you watch is like, I wake up and I push 2 bitches out of the way. Are you waking up and pushing 2 bitches out of the way?
Bruh. You know that he's saying a lot of that shit for shits and giggles. Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's true too.
No.
Like, for real, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, it's a figure of speech. Like, we know Tate get bitches, man, but come on, bro. Like, come on, man.
Listen. If you're making money and you're making moves, you ain't got time to be with hoes all day.
No,
and I'll tell you this right.
No,
most of the day. Most of the day.
Get out of my bed. I got shit to do.
If you're making money and you're really making money, you ain't got time to be with hoes most of the day. And you don't want to because you realize that making money and being able to take care of your shit is far more rewarding. Again, you a young man. What are you, 24, 23?
23.
I ain't mad at you.
Bro. You 23, I'm 24. And from just this conversation, bro, right? We young. I can't say you young because I'm young too, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Abba is older than us, right? I have OGs that are older than me that is telling, listen, Sneako, bro, listen, bro, if you see this video, bro, if you're watching this video, I got OGs that's older than Abba that's telling me the same shit Abba is telling you. I swear to God, bro. Right? Even mentors in their 40s. And it's because we young, right? Guys gotta have a run, bro. Guys gotta get it out their system. Guys gotta know how it feel. Right? Abba know how it feel. He experienced how it feel. You heard what he said. It was a point in time where he had to turn it down, right? You know what I'm saying? In order for you to get to that point, you have to be getting something. And I know Abba is telling the truth. He had his time, right? Shit, I'm 24, bro. Like, you know, like, I don't see myself getting married no time soon. Like, at all. Like, I don't see myself tying down, being in a monogamous relationship. I'm 24, bro. What the fuck? I'm 24 years young, bro. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. How my mindset was when I was 20 versus 24 is two completely different humans. So what Abba is not only telling you, Sneako, but he telling all of us guys who are red pill, right? As we get older, our mindset is going to change. Because why is it going to change? Because we're going to gain more experience. We're going to see more things. Bro, I'm going to tell you the truth, bro. You can't save everybody, bro. I wish you could, bro. But you can't save everybody, bro. Like, you just can't. You can't save everybody, bro. You can't, like, you just can't. Like, everybody not going to be RP aware. Everybody not gonna understand, you know, the truth about the government and spirituality and you know, movies that are not just made for entertainment and symbols and all that stuff, bro. Like people not gonna really understand that stuff, bro. Some people just want to live in their blue pill realities, dog, and that's okay. Because 3 years ago, bro, I used to scream at this fucking camera, bro. Even I matured. I used to go through red pill rage every single day. Until one day, bro, I accepted life for what the fuck it was. I actually took the black pill. And I just said, bro, what's the point? Now, I'm still going to make my videos about women, of course. Like, of course. Like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to still help as many men as I can help. Our goal, bro, is to help as many men as we can help in the Manosphere. Help as many men that we can change their lives. Right? Everybody not going to agree with everything you saying, Sneako. Everybody ain't going to believe in everything that I'm saying. Everybody ain't going to believe what Abba's saying. But Abba got a community. He got a community full of people. He got people that want to hear his message. So do I. So do you. You feel what I'm saying, bro? And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's all good.
I ain't mad at you. Be about that. Get as much pussy. Go do whatever you gotta do. I'm just telling you that when you see people speak differently, it's not because, oh, they're turning into beta males or, oh, they want to be feminists all of a sudden. Life gives you experience. And as a result, it shapes a lot of the way that you think about stuff. Ask any motherfucker who got kids and talk to them about it, and they say, that's the best thing in my life.
Hey, I remember making that same face. Sneaky on making, dog. Because, like, my OGs give me this same conversation. This exact same conversation that he's having. My OG give me this same exact conversation. And I'm going to be real, bro. I think kids do change. I think kids do change your life. I think kids do bring out a different perspective on your life. But kids should make you a soft-ass father. Kids should make you a soft-ass bitch. Kids shouldn't be the reason why you get fat as fuck. Kids should definitely not be the reason why you can't attract no other bitches. I'm just saying.
That's the most important.
And then your wife leaves you and takes half your money, takes your house, takes your dog.
That's a separate issue. That's a separate issue.
That's not a separate issue. Half of marriages end that way. Over half of marriages ended that. Like, yeah, you have the kids and everything. I'm talking about.
And that's where I agree with my nigga Sneako at. I'm good, G. I'm good on the marriage team, dog. I'm straight. I'm so good on that shit. Continue.
About divorced dads who have kids and tell you, I would never give up a day with my kid to go be with a hoe. He says, they'll tell you, I always prioritize my children. It's not because they became beta simps. It's because they understand what's more important in life. What I'm trying to get to you as a point is life experiences, things that come to you, be it children, be it family, be it whatever the fuck it is. It changes the way that you view priorities in life. And so every time you hear people speak from a different perspective, it's not they're betas or whatever. It's just that life has just changed them through experience. That
sounds boring. I don't want to be, when I'm 32, I want to be fucking double the bitches I'm fucking now. I want to be having a bigger house, I want to be down the Hugh Hefner shit. That's what makes you excited. That's what keeps your balls going. Like, you can't let go of that. You can't let go of your manhood at a certain age. If you give up on that, I'm like, oh, I like playing macaroni drawings with my kids.
You know what you sound like? You sound like a lot of the young women I know who say they just want to travel for the rest of their life and live on the beach. And then they get to 30, 35, and you know what they realize? Damn, I want a husband. I want to have kids.
No, I want to have kids too. But I also want to in the kitchen.
Okay. And you know what? Once they have those, they realize, oh, this is the shit. I don't need to be out here in Cancun taking fucking selfies all day. Listen, it sounds great to be fucking many women.
No.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Almost every guy.
That's not a valuable comparison. That's not a good comparison, because a woman saying she wants to travel and drink martinis and Mykonos all day, that's giving up and that's not doing anything. For me to have 10 bitches in the crib, like in bikinis serving me food, I need to constantly be getting it, because if I'm not getting it, then they can't be here. They don't
That's facts. That's facts. You know, and we know, bro, like, women are motivation, man. Whether you want to agree with it or not, you a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, you go the other way and you could just stay over there and come over here and shake my hand. So all love is cool, G. You know what I'm saying? Women are definitely going to motivate you, especially when you've seen a higher quality women that you as a man can attract. Right? Every man deserves something. So, but you only get what you deserve. So, are you working towards the things that you want out of life so you can deserve the nicer things? Come on, man. Like, that is no cap. That is no cap. It's facts. But, you know, I don't need the Hugh Hefner thing. I don't need 10 girls and all that. I don't need all that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's just what it is. Like I said, bro, everybody is different, G.
Respect me. So constantly having women in my life is to motivate me more to be the best man I could be. The more bitches I got, the badder bitches that are here, the more I'm going to keep on going. Women motivate you.
Okay, listen, I'm not mad at you. And like I said, I think this just comes down to a different age. So I'm not even going to try to like convince you anything. All I'm going to say is this. You're going to have experiences with your friends. Y'all going to go to maybe a specific dinner. You take a trip. Maybe y'all watch a movie. Y'all having a laugh. And that's going to be a really valuable memory for you. And as you're going to get older, you're going to forget about 95% of the women that you fucked. But you're always going to remember the stuff that you spend with your family, the really beautiful moments. And so You don't have to believe me today. You don't have to believe me tomorrow. I'm just saying. If you come at a point later on in life where you start to question certain things, maybe just think back on this and just think about it. That's all. I don't think you got to agree because you're not at that point yet in your life. I'm not mad at you.
I do agree. Like that sounds appealing to me too. Like going and watching like a rom-com, like cuddling up and she puts your legs on top and you have a candle lit. That sounds great. But nowadays, the way Western women think, they always are aiming for more. So that does sound ideal, but all of them, because of Instagram and because of stuff they're looking at, women don't want to settle as much as like at the same level that men don't want to settle. What is your general opinion on the manosphere?
My opinion on the manosphere, at least from like a lot of the content creators that I've seen, I think there's a need for it, which is what I've always said. There's a need for content that kind of helps you guide young men because we don't have any tools. I just think that a lot of the people who are doing the leading aren't very good at their job. But I also say I'm not going to be one of them people who's going to take over their spot. So I can't even knock them that hard for trying to do what they do. But sometimes I like to have a laugh at some of the goofy shit I hear. I'm like, I ain't buying that. So that's how I feel.
Your girlfriend needs to delete her Instagram.
The girlfriend, so I've had this conversation many times. My issue isn't that the girlfriend needs to delete the Instagram. My reason is just some of the reasons that they say is goofy. Like if you want to say your girl doesn't want it, you don't want to have Instagram because you don't want her thirst trapping or having her ass out online. I'm like, that's perfectly sensible to say you don't want your girlfriend doing that. You get what I'm saying? Me, it's the whole double speak that these guys do where it's like, oh, my girl can be thirst trapping, but if I want to do it, it's perfectly fine. It's like, okay. Yeah, if you're making millions of dollars and you're one of them high value dudes, that's fine. But most of the motherfuckers watching your shit are poor. So them rules don't apply to them. So let's talk about real people. Let's not just talk about what rich niggas do. So
do you think maybe it's not that you're being disingenuous, but that you appeal to normal people rather than trying to elevate people?
Sneako, at the end of the day, most people are never going to be filthy rich. You're the exception. You're the 1%. That's not possible for everybody.
Rich. I'm not rich, but like I tell my chat every day, like
You are.
Rich.
Whether you realize it, Sneako, you make well over 6 figures.
Yeah,
you are less than 1%.
I'm still like my student loans are being paid off this week, so technically I'm in debt.
It doesn't matter whether you're in debt. Your projected income for this year and for the next subsequent years, you are less than 1%er.
It's projected because I'm putting in the work. But now,
I don't disagree.
On paper, I have negative money.
I'm not disagreeing with you that you didn't work hard. I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is the rules of dating that exist for you as somebody who's making a lot more money, who has a lot more flexibility, are not going to be the same rules of dating that exist for the everyday person. Do you understand that?
Okay, that's fair. But shouldn't we encourage men to strive to be high value men instead of just accepting their place on the totem pole?
No, I don't think you should be pushing people to strive to be that.
Men should be complacent?
Because here's the thing. It's one thing to say, hey, guys, if you want to get to this level, cool, congratulations. Most people are never going to get to live that life.
But they understand that. A lot of guys give, okay, but here's my problem with it. A lot of guys give up, and instead of admitting where they're at or trying to improve, they make up excuses for why. Like they'll say, the crypto guys that I'm doing videos with, they got lucky with their investments. It's like, no, you don't get lucky. Like being smart puts you in lucky positions. Everybody can get it now. The internet allows everyone to be rich. You're making that face, but money now is all numbers on your phone.
Okay, Sneako, you understand that the whole principle of rich is the whole idea of abundance, that if you have an abundance, somebody has to have less?
Yeah, but everybody watching this stream has an internet connection, so we all have the capability to get there.
Sneako, bro. The truth of the matter is this, bro. I'm gonna summarize it here. Everyone could be a high value man. Notice I said everyone could. They could. But they're not. Because we know the kind of work it takes to be high value. Are most men willing to sacrifice and do that? No. Are most men in the gym? No. Are most men working over 12 to 14 hours a day or 60 hours a week? No. Are most men invested in the stock market? No. Right? Are most men earning passive income? No. It's just not gonna happen. And as a man, bro, see, I accept it. I accept life. I accept what it is. I understand what it is. I understand what's gonna happen, fam. Bro, everybody not gonna get it, G. How do I know everybody? I don't want to share the. You want to know how I know everybody ain't gonna get it, bro? Cause an example will be right in front of them, and they still won't even see it, G. That's what hurt the most. You think I don't want my twin brother to get it, bro? I love my twin, dog. Maybe he not gonna get it one day. That's why people who make it is inspiration, because everybody can't make it. Everybody can't make it, bro. That's why when people make it, it's inspiration. That's why when you see people that come from the mud, it's inspiration. It gives something to you. If he can do it, I can do it. And that's all we need. All we need is inspiration. Everybody not gonna see life through the same lens that I see, or through Odyssey, or how Sneako see. That's why they made the movie They Live. Because they do live. It is some fucked up shit happening out here in the world. But if you got the glasses on like the movie They Live, you can put the glasses on, you can see the building, pharmaceutical. You can see Obey. You can see Bow Down to You. You can see that. But when you take the glasses off, you can't see. And you be trying to force your niggas to put the glasses on, force your best friend to put the glasses on, force your brother to put the glasses on, and them niggas is like, ah! Put it, take it off. I'm not ready for that yet. Like, bro, I got this shit that can change your life. Bro, I got this shit that can make you cold. Bro, I got this shit that can give you damn near superpowers. Motherfuckers just ain't, everybody just ain't gonna get it. They just not. They just not. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see when you see those that get it. It's beautiful to see, and you notice it because you get it. Y'all get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything in the red pill community. I don't agree with everything in the red pill community. I'm not gonna speak on it. I'm like, oh shit, that's how they live their life. You know what I'm saying? That some people talk bad about black women. Oh, I never dated black women. Bro, I got homies, I got siblings that never date black women. You think I'm gonna be mad at them niggas because they don't date black women and I do? Man, I don't give a fuck. Live your life, bro. Because the ones that get it, they get it. The ones that don't, they're not going to get it. Niggas is not going to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, go to the gym and do cardio. And then get on a business call, then record videos all day, then go on flights, then work out again, then got to help their kids, then they got to fuck their wife, then they got to do it all over again. People is not doing that, bro. They're just not. In order to be high value, bro, it takes a lot of sacrificing. It takes a lot of work. And men, the majority of men are not willing to put in the work. Only a few small percentage of them is. And that's okay. Because only the strong survive. Think about the men that go home and just go to work. Think about those kind of guys. Suck to be those guys, right? Just don't let that be you. That's all. If you don't want your outcome to be like a fucked up fat loser motherfucker, or if you don't want your outcome to be how an example was in your life, like how I grew up and I seen my family, mom and dad side of my family, and I seen in the good and the bad, and I wrote it down, I say, I won't do that. I'll do that. I won't be fucking doing that dumb shit. I don't agree with that. I'll be doing that. Life is gray area. It's gray area in life. Life is like the game of basketball. Sometimes it's fast. Sometimes it's a hedgy. Sometimes it's a stop and go. Oh, shit. Sometimes that motherfucker slow the fuck down. It ain't no black and white. Rules definitely still apply. Definitely still apply. But what I learned is, bro, everybody not gonna get it. Everybody is not gonna understand, bro. And that's okay. I remember at the end of my videos, I used to say, if you blue pill, you don't know. It's okay, bro. It's okay. You just don't know. And sometimes, bro, when you don't know, you at a huge disadvantage. I'm just saying. I'm just being real. Sometimes when you don't know, you at a huge disadvantage. You got the shit. You playing Call of Duty. You don't know that. You don't know it's two niggas behind you because you have no awareness to look at your fucking map. You kind of in a sticky situation, my nigga. But these is on. Continue. I talked a lot.
We all have the capability to get that there, but it's only the resources are finite. It's not possible for everybody to be filthy rich. It's not possible for
It is. It is. If they have a phone, it is. There's no excuse anymore. With a phone connection, all the information's online. All the stuff that I've learned about how to make videos, about how to make money, have been from YouTube tutorials. Everything. We all have the capability to get rich. And like, I think you saying that is like encouraging complacency when, because it's getting so much harder for men, we should not encourage that behavior. Like,
no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to encourage people to be complacent. What I'm trying to tell you is that your paradigm is all fucked up. The idea that everyone can be rich is one, not backable by any fucking economist in the world. Nobody would ever say everybody could be rich. However, what I am trying to say is you don't need to be rich to lead a good life, to live a life of happiness. I don't know about you and where you've lived specifically, but I've had the luxury of living all over. Even in the States, when I go to the South, a lot of people out there aren't talking about being filthy rich. If they can have their home, have their farm, have their land, have their guns, have their wife, they're happy. Not everybody needs to be quote unquote rich to live a good life. And when you sell this paradigm to people, you're inherently making it so that vast majority of your audience who buy into this will always be unhappy because they'll never be able to reach something that is not, it's not feasible for everybody.
Why
so
is
what
it not
I'm
feasible
trying to
for everybody? If we all have a phone and interconnection and we could all download Coinbase, Gemini, we could all make content, we could all, there's there's a million fucking ways to make money online.
I think you'd have to probably sit down with an economist for him to break down all the numbers for you.
Why?
But because you're asking me how to explain the breakdown of resources in the world and how not everybody can have an abundance. If everyone has an abundance, the word abundance doesn't even exist. Richness nearly determines that you have more than others.
Well,
you understand that?
To get rich in the first place, you need to accept the realities of the world and that things are unfair, and you need to apply yourself.
Okay.
Most people,
bro. And niggas are not doing that, Sneako, bro. They're just not. Niggas are not accepting their realities. I'm with you 100%, bro. On God, you speaking. Niggas is not, they're not swallowing that pill, bro. They're not ready for that. They're just not ready for that, bro. Like I said, they motherfuckers that have examples in front of them on what to do and still won't do it, G. That's when I really just said, fuck. That's when I really just say, you know what? I'm finna hang this shit up. Fuck it. Just what it is. It's just what it is. That's the video for today, bro. We ain't gonna watch the whole thing. I feel like I said enough, man. I'm gone, y'all, man. Peace.